Hello friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Mohammad Muradi. So in this video, I'm going to start the HashiCorp Packer tutorial, and this is my first video out of this tutorial. So let's discuss about the Packer. Packer is a build automated machine images. It's build the automated machine images. What does mean by machine images? It is a like taking the complete server snapshot and creating an image out of it. So as a part of this tutorial, we'll be discussing more about the Packer in the subsequent videos. Before that, let's understand the basic concept of why we use the Packer and other infrastructure as a code. So for that, we have to learn about we have to know about the mutable and immutable infrastructure. What is these mean by mutable and immutable infrastructure? So let's get started. So mutable infrastructure. So when coming to mutable infrastructure, basically we will be having our application deployed on one of the server. So server may for first time we have to install the operating system, then we have to install the application on top of that server, and we have to install the operating system related patches. Then we have to deploy the application code, then we have to apply the application related hotfix or patches. Then if any server related monitoring related agent we need to install, then we have to install the agent, then any hot fixes, and then if we want to deploy the code, again we can deploy the application code. So this is the part of the our traditional deployment model, where the every server will be follow the steps. So suppose the application is got announced and some features has been added in our application, so I want to upgrade my application on the server. So for immutable infrastructure model, what will it will happen means, so we have to do the in place update. So we have to upgrade our application from the version 1.0 to 1.1. so in that case, what we'll do, we have the option like we can reinstall the application, or we have to upgrade our application from the older version to newer version. So this everything will be done on the same server. So that is the mutable infrastructure. So for doing this mutable infrastructure, normally what process we follow means, we normally take a snapshot of the complete server, then we'll be installing the application. If that works for perfectly fine, then we'll be keeping that version and we'll remove the snapshot. If that doesn't work, then we'll restore from the snapshot. So this process will perfectly works for the single the two or more servers. So what happened if we have the, so we in this process, the reboot and shutdown downtime we have to take to do the upgrade from older version to higher version. So if we have the multiple servers, so let's say we have 10 or more server, or we have the 5 servers. So during this upgrade process, the each server won't have the same configuration as the other servers. So this is something we get the configuration drift, where the one server does not match the configuration of the other server. So this may lead to the loopholes, and they may have the vulnerabilities and security issues. So sometimes if any bug has if sometimes a server goes down, then we have to again start from scratch, and we have to deploy one by one. So this is a mutable process. So this is for performing the any upgrade process. This is a tedious job. So every time we have to take the snapshot of the server, and we have to upgrade the application. So this is all about the mutable infrastructure. So let's talk about the immutable infrastructure. What does mean by immutable infrastructure? So suppose we have the same server which we have installed application version 0.1. So I want to upgrade it to the application 1.1. So in the immutable infrastructure, what happen means, so every this application server operating system installation and the pre-configuration softwares, everything configuration, everything will be uh, will be coded, and it will be taken as a image. So in this immutable infrastructure, normally what we do is, if we go for any upgradation, we normally deploy a new server, then we will be testing every functionality of that upgraded version of application. Then if it works perfectly fine, then we will be destroying the existing server, the version which is old one. So what again we will be provisioning the new server. So this is a process where we will be using, if suppose if you want to deploy hundreds of servers, the base image will be the same. The new servers will be having the same configuration across the all the servers. So Let's say we have the sprints for we will be having the monthly patches from the Windows operating system, or we will be having the vulnerabilities patches for the Linux operating system. So during that time, what will happen means we take a base image, we'll install all this update latest security patches, then we'll take an image out of it. So we'll be using this image to deploy onto another server. So here we can use the some part of VMs can be deployed in a first stage, and we can deploy another images. If everything was, then we can deploy these servers, and we can terminate the older version. So this is a one immutable infrastructure. So we will be tearing off our infrastructure whenever there's a new upgrade available. So we will be writing the new code, and new infrastructure code will be written, and that will be launched. Everything will be done on the new servers. So for this immutable infrastructure, we have some cons and pros. So pros, everything is versioned, and so tracking, debugging, and rollback is easy. So suppose if one version is not working, then we can immediately roll back to the earlier version. So there's a chance that there won't be any issues with the existing newer version. The older version is still available, so you can able to debug what are the issues, and you can able to track what are the changes happen on the application side and code and whatever is required. And it is easier to test by adding new servers. So without affecting the production environment, just take the snapshot out of the production, then apply the whatever patches you want to apply, then provision the new server and do the all functionality testings. Then you can have the production running 100%. Then whenever the new list launch server is working 100% fine, then you can just switch over from the old server to new server. So avoid configuration drift. So by this immutable infrastructure, you are not going to do anything on the server. So if any issues you found on any server, you just destroy the server and you just launch a new server, so that everything will be common across all the server. So by this you can avoid the configuration drift. So cons, if you come to the cons for the immutable infrastructure, we have this is a slower as time required to linearly to scale up the infrastructure. Sometimes we require a lot of time to do the functionality testings, etc. So for this immutable infrastructure, you should have the additional capacity to launch more servers. So you have to, before launching all servers, you need to test for the 2 or 3 servers. Again, that is a buffer you should have in your infrastructure. And it is not suitable for the huge changes. If you are changing every week or every one day, then this approach won't be suitable for that. So if it is a suitable for every 2 sprint like that, so in that case this immutable infrastructure is perfectly works for you. So friends, by this I would like to conclude my video. If you like my video, please like, share, and comment below. So our next in our next session we will be discussing about what is the Packer, and subsequent sessions we'll be deploying the image on AWS Cloud or Azure Cloud. So by this I would like to conclude this video. Thank you for viewing, and please subscribe to my channel. If you want to know get notified, please click on the bell icon, so that you will get the notification for our next video which is released. Thank you very much.